A unit of elite soldiers, led by Agent Burns, were deep in the forest for a training exercise. Suddenly, their routine was shattered. A fiery object hurtled down from the sky, slamming into the ground with an explosive force. The men scrambled for cover as the smoke and debris settled. What emerged from the dust wasn't a meteor, it was a massive yellow robot. It was the young Autobot scout, Bumblebee. The shock and confusion on Agent Burns' face was clear. He had no idea what he was dealing with. Bumblebee's scanners picked up incoming military vehicles, and fearing capture, he panicked and fled into the jungle. Burns quickly recovered and led his team of reinforcements in a frantic pursuit. The soldiers soon caught up, but as they opened fire, Bumblebee showed them his true ability, transforming from a robot into a yellow jeep right before their eyes. Under heavy attack, he had to keep moving. Dodging a barrage of shells, Bumblebee changed back to his robot form, pulled out an enormous 16-foot sword, and quickly cut down 2 massive trees. This temporarily blocked the soldier's path, buying him precious time. The chase continued to a mine area, where Bumblebee was planning a desperate escape. But before he could get away, he was violently slammed by an armored vehicle and quickly surrounded by the soldiers. The soldiers had him cornered, and as they prepared to move in, the impossible happened. Bumblebee spoke. The men froze in disbelief. They never expected a machine of this size to talk. Bumblebee tried to explain that he meant no harm, but his words were cut short. An incoming fighter jet, which Burns mistakenly thought was backup, instead rained down a barrage of missiles on the soldiers. It turned out this was Bumblebee's arch-enemy, the Decepticon seeker, Blitzwing. The two giants quickly transformed and engaged in a fierce battle that climbed up the mountain. Bumblebee was severely outmatched and overpowered. Blitzwing disabled his vocal processor, and with a final blow, threw him off a cliff. Crashing hard onto the desert ground, Bumblebee was on the verge of defeat. He gathered his last remaining strength and landed a final strike, managing to defeat Blitzwing, but he was left gravely injured. Collapsing by a river, he used his final moment of power to transform into his safest disguise, an unassuming yellow Volkswagen Beetle. Nobody knows how long he lay there, but eventually, a teenage girl named Charlie discovered the battered Beetle at a junkyard. It was the only car she could afford, and despite the filth and rust, her excitement was infectious. The junkyard owner sold her the old car without question. Everyone probably thought she was crazy for buying it, but no one, especially not Charlie, knew that this small act of kindness would completely change the course of her life.